If you are not doing what you should or want to, you are exactly in the right place. Because every single one of us procrastinates. Me, of course, as well. But most procrastination isn't a discipline problem. It's a behavior pattern. And in this video, I show you how to flip it in 4 simple steps. Let's dive in. Most procrastination is tied to worry. Worry that if you do it, it won't turn out well. Worry that it's going to be too hard. Worry that you don't really know what you're doing. Or worry that you might fail or mess something up. So, if you ever feel yourself procrastinating, sit down with a pen and a piece of paper or your computer and ask, what am I worried about right now? And simply write. Because often the real issue is that these worries are unconscious. We are not aware of them. We just feel a resistance. And once we bring the worry on paper into awareness, we can examine it, we can observe it, we start to understand it, and we start to realize that this is something we can handle. As an example, think about the project you are procrastinating on. Let's say writing a book. You might think, I don't really know how to write a book. Or I worry my voice isn't meaningful. Or I worry I won't find a publisher. I worry it's financially risky. And once those worries are visible, you are no longer stuck. You are informed. And now comes the flip. Instead of letting your mind run with negative what-ifs, you consciously start introducing alternative possibilities. As an example, if you think, what if this harms my family financially? You ask, what if it creates abundance? If it says, what if no one cares about my voice? You ask, what if it resonates deeply with people? And some people say that's just positive thinking. And the answer is, yes, it's true. But the opposite is unconscious negative thinking that keeps us stuck. So whenever I notice a procrastination, I go straight to my emotion, I identify the worry, and then I flip it. And these are step 1 and 2. To be aware of what keeps us stuck, and then to flip it into a positive outcome. But clarity alone is not enough. We need structure. One of the biggest reasons why people procrastinate is randomness in their day. So instead of saying, I'll do it next week or someday, you reserve a block of time. It sounds very basic, but it gets you in the game. Someday is the gateway to procrastination. If it's not in your calendar, it will probably not happen. So create a block of time where nothing else happens. A clear container for action. A simple tool that can help us in this context is our phone. If something is really important to me, I like to send myself an alarm for a specific time to remind me of the tasks that I wanted to get done. Or what helps to lift the commitment is to inform a friend or a partner, a person you trust, about your goal and your plan. And you share the progress on a weekly basis. Because accountability turns intention into commitment. But if you keep drifting into distraction or random mode, it's not because you are not capable. It's mostly because your environment is not supporting focus yet. And the last step is to take action and to grow our confidence. Confidence, and this is really important, confidence grows from action. Confidence is nothing else than our willingness to try. There is the famous confidence-competence loop. But what does it tell us? It simply means you try something, you do a step, and with that step you gain experience. And with that gain of experience, your competence grows. And with growing competence, your confidence grows. And then you take the next step. It's not about being perfect, it's about the will to try. It's human to procrastinate. We all do it. But once you recognize the pattern, you can change it. You can journal the worry, flip the narrative, create structure, take action, and move into flow, just like dancing tango. If you want to go deeper into building a strong mindset, I recommend you this video here. And otherwise, happy flipping!